I am Dean Zone. Let's get into it. Okay, guys. So real quickly, let me go ahead and talk about the Star Wars Legion uh, Stormtroopers I've been painting. I've painted this group. This is part of the A1 group. It's for a customer named Matt. He had a bunch of stuff painted. This is the second group of Stormtroopers that I had painted. First group was orange. This group is blue. Yes, it breaks away from the story a little bit, but when you're playing a miniature war game, you have to kind of be able to distinguish between the different units. I kind of went into some of this with the first video, but I'll go into a little bit more. A stark white unit really doesn't show the detail, so I wanted some sort of shading, and because of the level of painting he wanted to go into it, the transition lines between the shadows isn't perfectly smooth. Um, he was very happy with how it looks. Sometimes that dirty or grungy look really makes it look like it's been out in the battlefield for a little bit, unlike the movies, which was very clean. I think this is probably more of a natural look that you would find people wearing a white armor out in the dust, mud, muck, blood, that type of stuff. So this is kind of a cool thing. Um, I I found these miniatures difficult to paint, even though they were basically white. Um, White is a hard color to have other colors next to because any correction you have to do is very difficult because white has the fewest amount of pigments usually of the paints that you're using. So you always tend to have a little bit of a shadow underneath the white unless you really go over it, and then it looks really thick and caked on. So it's really, you have to do something clean and spotless, and you can hide some of that with a wash, which I did a little bit. And because the wash was the same color as the color I'm using back behind, it kind of just looks like a variation of where the two meet. So it worked out pretty well, and that was planned. Some people paint stormtroopers differently, and they go into like a desert theme or they go into like a green theme. I didn't do that as I described in the first one. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. I think if you wanted a different unit or detachment or whatever, I think that makes a lot of sense. He also had Death Troopers, which are not white. They're sort of a gray black, metal black looking thing. So I wanted some variation of that, and I think that looked really cool too. The grass is static grass, 7 millimeter green. You can buy it from Scenic Woodland Scenic. The sand is actually pool sand that I went and took and put through a sieve, and then actually I got the sieve right here, little colander looking sieve type of thing, and you basically put the sand in there and just shake it and get the smaller pieces fall through, and the big pieces stay in that. I'll use that in a different terrain type thing where you have like larger or small stone or whatever to kind of distinguish between the two. I think that was really good. The stone is actually stone. I buy it at Home Depot. You can buy yours anywhere. They call it a pea stone. Mine was $5 for about a 25-pound bag, and that worked out well for me. One second. So you might look into that if you're trying to do that type of stuff yourself. I painted everything white because then I had the same base for the earth and the stone and that type of stuff, and I wasn't trying to color match, even though maybe the entire miniature is not white. Also, most colors go over white pretty well. I have something I call pre-shading. Real quickly, I'll talk about that. If you have a miniature painted black and then you dry brush it white, it has a very different look than if you take a white miniature and then ink it black. And that was the direction I chose to go with this. Anyway, guys, if you want to see more videos like this, just go ahead and go to my page, follow me there. You'll see me post live streams of what I'm doing, and you'll see me post short videos like this whenever I get it. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, go to my page, hit the follow button. You can comment there. I'll usually respond back if you want to see my YouTube videos. They're different, but you can go ahead and watch them there. It's about D&D and that type of stuff in a game called Entropy Universe. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys like that. Have a great day. Bye.